First coin is the United States Drummer Boy quarter dated 1776 to 1976, featuring one of the most unusual and elusive errors ever seen on a bicentennial issue, the rare D mint mark error. Long before collectors realized what they were looking at, this type of coin quietly circulated, unnoticed, even in worn condition. Few could have imagined that a circulated bicentennial quarter would one day command staggering prices at major auctions. When the U.S. Mint introduced the bicentennial quarter in 1975 and 1976, it was created to honor 200 years of American independence. Hundreds of millions were struck, and most remain common today, still showing up in everyday change. But a tiny number, believed to have been produced during high-pressure periods at the Denver Mint, left the facility with unusual mint mark problems. These included double-punched mint marks, misplaced or misshaped D marks, distorted impressions, and partially filled strikes. The coin shown here falls into that extremely small group of survivors. Even though its shows circulation were consistent with a fine-grade coin, the combination of the classic drummer boy design, strong Revolutionary War symbolism, and a bold D mint mark anomaly makes it exceptionally rare. Many specialists believe these errors occurred when a misaligned die caused the mint mark to sit slightly higher than normal on some Denver strikes. Other experts suggest the mint mark punch itself may have been damaged or clogged with metal debris at the time, creating the distinctive deformation seen on these coins. Whatever the cause, only a handful of confirmed examples are known today. Over time, many were spent, lost, melted, or simply never recognized for what they were. While more than 800 million bicentennial quarters were struck at the Denver Mint, total mintage does not equal true rarity. The real scarcity lies in the error itself. Specialists estimate that fewer than 30 authenticated examples of this mispunched D variety exist. Collectors who search through rolls and bags of 1976 quarters almost never encounter anything resembling this anomaly. Condition plays a smaller role here, because rarity outweighs grade. In error collecting, historical importance often matters more than surface wear. Interest in bicentennial coinage has exploded over the past decade, driven by online treasure hunting videos, major coin shows, and a growing wave of new collectors. Social media has transformed once overlooked coins into highly sought-after collectibles, pushing auction prices steadily higher. This coin sits at the crossroads of American history, minting mystery, and extreme survival rarity. Auction records show intense bidding battles for these quarters, often involving elite collectors, museums, and investors focused on patriotic memorabilia. Circulated fine examples have reached astonishing prices when the mint mark error is clear and well-defined. One particularly strong example sold for well over $247,000 after a fierce auction where multiple bidders believed the coin might not resurface for decades. Despite its wear, the coin's sharp drummer boy design and dramatic D error give it museum-level status rather than that of an ordinary quarter. Many collectors believe values will continue to rise, especially since most bicentennial error quarters were unknowingly spent in everyday commerce. As awareness grows and genuine examples become harder to find, demand continues to increase. Today, a fine circulated example like this realistically commands auction prices starting in the hundreds of thousands, often reaching between $247,000 and $310,000, depending on how visible the error is, current market excitement, and bidder competition. Each year, the outlook grows stronger as more collectors chase these historic coins and fewer authentic specimens remain available. For many, owning one represents a once-in-a-lifetime achievement in U.S. coin collecting. Sometimes a coin shines a little brighter than the rest. And once in a while, that shine is so strong that it stops you in your tracks. The 2000p Sacagawea Dollar is one of those coins. At first, it looks like a normal golden dollar. But hidden inside its color and surface are secrets that have excited collectors for years. Many people don't expect modern coins to be valuable. They assume anything made after the year 2000 must be common. But the Sacagawea Dollar changed that idea. When the U.S. Mint released it in 2000, it marked the beginning of a brand new small dollar era. This coin was different right away, starting with its bright gold-like color. To create that color, the mint used a special metal mix that included manganese brass. This made the coin stand out from other U.S. coins and helped people tell it apart from quarters. The front of the coin was designed by Glenna Goodacker and shows Sacagawea carrying her baby son, Jean-Baptiste. The image represents courage, travel, and the historic journey of Lewis and Clark. On the back, the soaring eagle design by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. added motion and strength. Together, the designs made the Sacagawea Dollar one of the most artistic modern U.S. coins. Most of these coins were made at the Philadelphia Mint, and hundreds of millions were produced. But not all of them turned out the same. Early in production, the Mint faced several problems. Some coins were struck too weakly, meaning the details did not come out sharp. Others were made on slightly different metal blanks. Some developed dark spots or uneven color. Because of this, the 2000p Sacagawea Dollar can appear in many shades, from deep gold to bright yellow, and even unusual glowing tones that look stronger than normal. Collectors pay close attention to these differences. Small details can mean big value changes. Some coins show off-center strikes, cracks in the die, wide rims, or rough edges. Others have strange shine patterns caused by polishing experiments done on the dies during the first months of production. A few coins even feel slightly different because they came from different metal batches. Interest in this coin grew even more because of one famous mistake, the mule error. This error happened when the front of a state quarter was accidentally paired with the back of a Sacagawea dollar. While this mule does not have the Sacagawea portrait on the front, it shocked the coin world and brought huge attention to all 2000p Sacagawea dollars. That excitement pushed demand higher for regular coins as well, especially high-grade examples. The biggest challenge today is condition. Most Sacagawea dollars were heavily used. Over time, their bright gold color faded, scratches appeared, and fine details became soft. Finding one with full shine and sharp features is now very difficult. Collectors strongly compete for coins graded MS67 or higher. Even coins saved in original mint sets can develop cloudiness or marks, which makes truly clean examples very rare. Because of this, prices have climbed steadily. Strong uncirculated 2000p Sacagawea dollars can sell for a few $100s and sometimes close to $1,000, depending on strike quality and shine. Near-perfect coins with beautiful surfaces and rich gold color can reach four-figure prices, especially when graded MS67 or MS68 by PCGS or NGC. Error coins, such as wide strikes or off-center examples, can sell for even more. Now we reach the sales that stunned collectors. The highest confirmed auction price for a 2000p Sacagawea dollar came from a rare mule variety certified by PCGS. It sold through heritage auctions for an incredible $193,000. No regular circulation coin from this series has ever matched that result. Another mule example, certified by NGC, sold through Stack's Bowers for about $120,000. These sales prove that extreme rarity and history still matter deeply, even for modern coins. Collectors often imagine the ultimate discovery. If a flawless 2000p Sacagawea dollar with the normal Sacagawea front were found in a perfect MS70 grade, with full glowing color and no marks, and also showed a major mint error or unknown variety, experts believe it could sell for $25,000 to $40,000 at auction. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar is more than just pocket change. It combines beauty, history, minting mistakes, and strong collector demand into one unforgettable modern coin. And sometimes, all it takes is one bright glow to turn an ordinary find into something truly special. Next up, we come to another Washington quarter that has surprised collectors and experts alike, the 1991 Washington Quarter Dollar with a D mint mark. At first glance, this coin looks like a normal quarter from the early 1990s, the kind many people remember using every day. But hidden within this ordinary appearance is a rare combination of features that has pushed certain examples into extremely high-value territory. The 1991 Washington Quarter was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was producing massive numbers of coins for everyday use. By this point, the Washington Quarter series had been in circulation for nearly 60 years, and its design was instantly familiar to the public. Because the design stayed mostly unchanged for so long, even small mistakes became easier for collectors to spot. What makes this 1991 quarter special is the presence of a large date variety combined with a D mint mark error from the Denver Mint. The numbers in the date appear thicker and more prominent than normal, making them stand out clearly when compared to standard 1991 quarters. This large date feature alone is uncommon, but when paired with a mint mark error, it becomes something far more serious. The D mint mark on this coin shows signs of misplacement and distortion. In some examples, the mint mark appears slightly shifted, doubled, or misshapen. Errors like this happen when the minting equipment is not perfectly aligned or when debris interferes with the striking process. Coins from the Denver Mint are usually very consistent, which makes these mistakes especially noticeable and highly desirable. Adding to the intrigue is the coin's condition. This particular example shows heavy wear, dark discoloration, and signs of environmental damage. The surface has uneven tones, ranging from dull gray to darker patches, showing that the coin spent many years in circulation or improper storage. While damage often lowers value, rare error coins follow different rules. In the error coin market, rarity often matters more than appearance. Collectors understand that a coin with a confirmed mint error cannot be replaced, no matter its condition. In fact, many rare errors survived only because they circulated unnoticed for years, just like this one. The wear tells a story of real use, which many collectors find appealing. The Washington Quarter itself has a strong historical background. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the coin quickly became one of the most recognized pieces of American currency. The familiar portrait designed by John Flanagan appears on the front, with liberty above Washington's head and in God we trust along the side. The reverse features the traditional eagle design, a symbol Americans saw daily for decades. On this 1991 quarter, collectors have noticed subtle strike irregularities around the date and mint mark area when viewed under magnification. These details point to problems during the minting process and help confirm that the coin is not simply damaged, but genuinely flawed at the moment it was created. Although millions of Washington quarters were struck in 1991, the U.S. Mint does not keep records of error coins. Based on auction data and expert research, it is believed that only a very small number of 1,991 large-date quarters with D-mint mark errors exist today. Many were likely spent, lost, or damaged beyond recognition before collectors realized what to look for. This extreme scarcity has driven demand to astonishing levels. At specialized auctions, Washington quarters with major mint mark errors have sold for tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. For the most dramatic and well-documented examples of the 1991 D large date error, auction results have reached well over $247,000, especially when collector competition is intense. What draws collectors to this coin is not just the price, but the story behind it. It represents a moment when modern minting still allowed serious mistakes to slip through. It shows how even in an era of advanced quality control, human error and mechanical flaws could create something extraordinary. Collectors and investors continue to search through rolls, old collections, and estate holdings, hoping to find another example. Auction houses now dedicate special attention to error coins like this, knowing how quickly bidding can escalate when a rare piece appears. In the end, the 1991 Washington quarter with a large date and D-mint mark error is far more than spare change. It is a reminder that history can hide in plain sight, and that even a worn, overlooked coin can become a prized piece of American numismatic history, commanding values that few would ever expect from a quarter.